Hello, hello, and welcome to your reading on an urgent message that your inner child has for you. While I was preparing the decks, I was moving the tea leaf deck, and these two cards fell out, so to speak. And I thought, what a beautiful message. So we're going to leave those here just, as encouragement as we read and just hear this beautiful message that your inner child has for you. So, money will be coming to you and good fortune are definitely present in a foundation for the reading. So we have here pile number one, pile number two, pile number three. I haven't looked at the cards yet. Go ahead and get a feel for which pile is calling to you. Once you sense whether one pile or more than one is calling to you, you can check the time codes below and jump to the pile that you feel called to listen to. If you feel called to listen to more than one pile, then you can listen to it in the order that feels good to you. So go ahead and just intuitively get into this energy of good fortune and abundance and loving messages and get a sense of which pile number one, pile number two, or pile number three is calling to you. Hello, pile number one, and welcome to your reading on what message your inner child has for you. Again, we're starting out with an energy of abundance. So money will be coming to you, good fortune. These are cards that were left as I was organizing the tea leaf cards, and it felt like such a strong message. So we're going to get into that foundational energy of good fortune and abundance and find out what message your inner child has for you. So here's your card. And we're going to go ahead and clarify that card with a little bit of astrology. As an astrologer, I like to tap into that wisdom. So, yeah. Okay, the bottom of the deck, flirtation. Oh, with Venus and Sagittarius. Okay, so let's choose a little bit of inspiration. I'm going to go with these. Bottom, we have owl and intuition. We're going to go ahead and just choose a lot of your cards. And then we'll leave your tarot for later. So let's see. Let's start out with your first indicator. Drive. Okay. Well, that fits well with the incoming abundance, doesn't it? With money will be coming to you in good fortune. It's not such a blinding light. Yeah, so money will be coming to you in good fortune. And then we have the card here, drive. So to me, this is speaking of an energy of moving forward and moving forward with self-confidence. So it's almost like your inner child is saying, if you've been doubting yourself, if you've been in any kind of energy of, I don't know if this is going to work out, it didn't work out in the past. It's like your inner child is saying, let's move forward. This is here. Look how they're moving towards this. So pile number one, this is starting out already very auspicious. Generosity as your indicator cards, generosity and enterprise. Oh my goodness, this is coming together as a beautiful synchronistic reading. So I feel like with generosity and enterprise here, like right under drive, this is a call to move forward with whatever it is that you, whatever enterprise it is that you've been calling into being. And with this old man, with the beard, kind of wizard like, it makes me wonder if some of you are rooted in a space of wisdom, some kind of knowledge that you have to share. So some of you, even if what you're doing specifically is not necessarily in the space of knowledge, whatever you're doing, whether you're an electrician or a Reiki master, It's going to be important to share your knowledge generously, to give people the opportunity to come into contact, not just with your gift, but also with your energy. And as they come into contact with that, you know, your enterprise will grow. Look at these flowers blooming and blossoming with the acorns. So I feel a message from your inner child, of just being stupendously proud of you and to continue moving forward. Continue moving forward with these ideas that you have and not allowing yourself in any way to be discouraged. And again, with this wise teacher here, some of you may be considering to moving in a space of teaching wisdom, working with energy. But it's also, again, the understanding that whatever area that you're in, as you share your wisdom, um, people will have an opportunity to come into contact with your energy as well as what it is that you're able to offer them. So this is about not being shy. This is about giving yourself permission to see yourself as that expert and to share your gift in service of others, in service of the divine. And as you move forward, you will prosper with your enterprise. Because here we have Saturn and Leo. So with Saturn and Leo, sometimes there can be a bit of a hesitation in sharing our creativity, a hesitation in being on the stage and being seen. But often where we feel that limitation is where our greatest gift is present. So, it'd be interesting to see what is Leo, what is the sun doing in your birth chart? What do you have on the fifth house? Because you're meant to be seen. It's time to step on to that stage, because where Saturn is, we see our limitations, but Saturn also telling us you feel a bit of a limitation here because it's a mountain, it's an obstacle you're meant to surmount so that you can take up a place of authority. So some of you are taking up authority in the space of leadership, in the space of being seen, in the space of creativity. And that is bringing in this enterprise and this movement into abundance. Let's see. Opportunity with the woodpecker and the 39. Motivation with the horse and the 34. And camel with 29 and celebrate. Okay. So there is a great opportunity coming to you as you choose to continue to move forward and to use your gift. And as you create this momentum of being generous, and generosity doesn't necessarily mean giving away things. You could be charging already for your gift, but as you move forward and you share this gift with the world, you're going to be able to come more into opportunities being offered to you. Now, your inner child is also saying what will motivate you is understanding your why. Why is it that, you're doing what you're doing? And with the 34, this is about getting organized. What's your business plan? What's your goal, and what steps are you going to take to get to that goal? So there's a need for clarity. Clarity allows us to move forward with ease. And with camel here, with the 29 in celebration, this is about moving out of any energy of doubt and really celebrating already now your opportunities and your gifts. Let's use the tarot to find out more, like, what is this gift that you have? Let's find out a little bit more. 10 of stones, 9 of stones, okay, 5 of pipes. I'm going to take this one too. I felt like. Okay, so there's a nurturing happening here. And some of you may want to check out the reading for 2025, your spirit animal and your word for 2025, because one of the words was nurturing. So you're nurturing something, which gives me the impression you already know what this is. You know what this is, you feel it in your heart. Even if you're not necessarily going for it, deep down inside, you know. But there may be a little bit of hesitation, which is why the horse is showing up here for you. You know, horse is about not just an energy of compassion, but an energy of action and movement. You've got Jupiter in Aries here. So this is about really the impetus moving forward. This is the epitome of drive. So you already know what this is. You're already planting seeds. Now it's time for you to really accept the recognition that's coming in. Open your heart and allow the good fortune and the abundance that the universe has for you to come in. Your inner child is saying, you deserve this. And as you deserve, so you shall receive. So make sure you're in that energy of celebration and knowing that you genuinely deserve all of this goodness that is coming to you. And what you're doing here with the Ten of Pipes is you're taking the experiences that you have and returning it to the world. And that's why we have this like old wizard, looking guy here, is basically saying everything you've been through wasn't for nothing. You're taking that wisdom that you gained and you're bringing it back into the world. And as you do so, you're opening yourself up to good fortune, to abundance, and to more opportunities. So allow yourself to acknowledge who you are, what you're capable of, and all of the wisdom that you've gained, and allow that to come to you. And as you do so, you're going to open up, look here, to your soul family, to your client base, to your spiritual family. So your inner child is basically saying you're on the right path, you know what you're doing, and continue on this path and believe in yourself. So let's see what messages the moon is bringing in for you. The end of a tough cycle approaches with the full moon in Capricorn. These are the cards we pulled together. Surrender to the divine. Okay. So I'm going to start with these two. With the end of a tough cycle approaching, sometimes we can feel like, where's my, comeuppance? So, where's that good fortune that's been promised to me? With surrender to the divine, I feel like there's a message of divine timing here. So sometimes I talk about how, we all know the story of the flood, which was very prominent throughout many cultures. And, Noah, we know it often in the West as, the story of Noah, but it was also in the Epic of Gilgamesh, like, this flood happening. And then there's these waters receding. And now we're in a time where the tough cycle has ended. The waters are receding. And as the waters recede, we're seeing that new earth. So surrender to the divine and understand as you move forward, the opportunities that belong to you will come to you. So continue to be generous, meaning continue to serve, continue to share your gift, but trust that with divine timing, what it is that belongs to you is coming to you. So this is not the time to give up. Now, as we move into this time of the flood waters receding, we're also going to be, receiving, but it's also going to be a time of healing, a time of giving ourselves permission to be like, okay, whoa, that was a lot. And what we're doing is we're integrating the wisdom that we gained during the tough cycle into this new earth. So sometimes when we're integrating wisdom, we need to take that time to allow ourselves to reflect and to really say, okay, that was a tough cycle, but I did it well. I came out on top. And this is the wisdom, this is the experience that I gained in the process. And get clear on that. And then with the Ten of Pipes here, you're returning all that you gained, all this cosmic wisdom back into the earth. You are very close to achieving your goal. So take a deep breath. This is not the time to give up, but it's also not the time to force and to push. This is what take time to breathe out and surrender are communicating to you through your inner child. This is not the time to push and to force. It's simply the time to be generous, move forward, nurture your spirit family, nurture your client base, nurture yourself. And as you continue to move forward with peace and trust in the divine, your abundance will come in. So these are wonderful messages from your inner child. This is a message of encouragement. So let's see what last bit of encouragement your inner child has for you. These are falling out, and I completely believe in taking the cards that jump. Prosperity can be assured if you care well for tomorrow with Peony. So The last card always gives a foundation for the cards that came out. So this is about you caring well for tomorrow. Take time to breathe out means some of you may also need to pay attention to, your body, allowing your body to rest, to rejuvenate as you move forward slowly but surely. Every everlasting success is assured if you remain honest and true. So keep going. This will all be worthwhile with Frisia. So again, the tough cycle that you went through may have been a lot. This is why you're being asked to breathe out and to integrate the wisdom that you gain. But know with Frisia, this will all be worthwhile, and everlasting success is assured as long as you give yourself permission, to remain honest and true, to be authentic and true to yourself. Orchid, your uniqueness is always perfectly lovely. So these are about, remain honest and true, your uniqueness. This is about authenticity. This is about not switching it up because you think maybe, other people will like or appreciate you more this way or that way. This is about staying true to your agreement with the divine, whatever agreement you made with your soul as you came here. Violet, the answers and truths are always within. Exactly. So this is about your soul's plan, and your soul always knows it within. And the birth chart is there to help us kind of, remember and to confirm in some ways, but we also have the power to change things within our chart. So you have the power to create something really beautiful, something lasting, something lovely. Here, your key is going to be authenticity. So, to sum it up for you, your inner child has a message of great opportunity coming for you. What's going to be important is for you to give yourself permission to move forward, but without the energy of force, instead with an energy of ease, giving yourself the opportunity to balance rest with action. And as you continue to be generous, meaning planting your seeds, sharing your gifts, allowing your spirit family to come in, bringing your heart out of isolation and allowing your heart chakra to open, your enterprise will grow. I feel like there's a message from your inner child that, just being incredibly proud of you for coming out of this tough cycle and allowing something new and beautiful to grow through you. So, pile number 1, that is your reading and message from your inner child. I am sending so much love. If this reading was in any way helpful to you, then I would appreciate it if you could leave a comment, subscribe. Let me know, what is this enterprise that's moving forward? How do you feel hearing about this wonderful abundance that you're close to achieving your goal? Let me know in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the upcoming readings. And the link is below for anyone interested in looking at their birth chart. I'm sending so much love. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading and your message on that your inner child has for you. This is exciting. So again, as I was moving the tea leaf deck, these cards, remained. And when I flipped them over, I just couldn't help but notice how they fit so well together. And it felt to me intuitively like an incredible message of abundance. So your inner child has a message of abundance for you. So let's find out what that message is. First, we're going to pull some more oracle and later tarot. So let's see. Okay. At the bottom, we have Coral with Mars in Cancer. So there's an energy of, emotion here. Okay. At the bottom, there's compassion. So it's interesting with the 44 and compassion here, and with Coral at the bottom of the deck for the astrology deck. I'm kind of wondering if there's a bit of an inner conflict, and your inner child is wanting you to show yourself more compassion. But we can see. Let's see what cards. I feel like these wanted to fall out, so and it was interesting because even the cards hesitated a little bit. So I wonder if there's a bit of a hesitation, an inner conflict. Let's see. A win-win outcome is forecast at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like already the bottom of the deck is doing the message, but it sounds like there may be a bit of a conflict somewhere, inner conflict, outer conflict. And there's a call for more peace, more compassion, and knowing that, don't worry, this is meant to work out. Everything's meant to work out well. No need to be afraid. So we're going to pull your tarot later. We're going to start with your main message. Empowerment. Now, this is the solar plexus. There are chakra cards in this deck, and empowerment is the solar plexus. So you are being called to feel empowered. Stand up for yourself. Speak up for yourself. Come into the power and the grace of who you are. So your inner child is saying your move towards abundance and allowing this already promised to you to crystallize is going to have to do with you coming into your self-confidence. The solar plexus is about will. The thing, though, about the solar plexus is when there's a kind of inner or outer conflict, we can, depending on how we react to the situation, we can start saving those emotions in our body, in our solar plexus. So there's an opportunity here to release and bring, like, just imagine a white light in your solar plexus, cleansing away any energy that it does not belong to you or is not for your highest, greatest good. And then imagine that white light replenishing and strengthening your solar plexus. So some of you may have encountered situations along your path that felt like they took you out of your power, or where it felt like you might have been disrespected or not treated in the way that you completely deserve to be treated, whether it be past relationships, birth family, friendships, teachers, all these different spaces where we encounter others. And so this is the opportunity for you to come more deeply into your self-love, and more than anything, your self-esteem and self-confidence, which often are based on self-love. So let's see what messages we have here. We have risk with Saturn in Aries, and manipulation with Jupiter in Scorpio. Okay. So I'm feeling like this reading has to do with relationship and allowing yourself to take the risk of standing more in your power. And it may have been that in the past that you were taught that, it's better to listen to others, or to constantly question your decisions, or, are you sure that's the right path? And it sounds here like you're being encouraged to step more into, your own voice and your own energy. With Saturn in Aries, I feel like, with Aries being an energy of impetus and moving forward, and Saturn being an energy of limitation as well as authority, I feel like you may be moving forward, but something kind of holding you back, especially with solar plexus here, something kind of slowing you down. But where Saturn shows up, Saturn's also showing us a great opportunity where we have a gift. So your gift with Aries can be found in your identity, understanding who you are. So your inner child is saying, who are you? And stand in the power of who you are. Take the risk of being yourself. Take the risk of being authentic. Take the risk of, knowing that you are wise. And I can't help but think about this social media trend of, would you rather meet the bear or the person in the woods? Like, which one would you feel more safe with? And so some of you may have experienced in the past toxic masculine energy, or toxic leadership energy, toxic authority energy, and you're being asked to release those experiences so you can step more into your power and your authority, and understand that what you experienced back then wasn't true power, wasn't true authority. And as you redefine power and authority for yourself, it'll be easier for you to step into your leadership skills and leadership ability. So the key for you is to come more, your inner child is saying, remember who you are, with the 18 here, go more deeply into who you are and allow that truth to come forward. Now, because we have Jupiter and Scorpio here, and Jupiter is a planet of abundance, and Scorpio is psychology, it's going below the surface. So you're being called to go below the surface. Listen to your higher guidance about who you truly are and what your identity is. And I'm sure that you are going to find that you are completely and utterly majestic. Look at this figure. It's like a pharaoh. Some of you may have past life energy in ancient Egypt, and sometimes we can come into this lifetime forgetting our innate beauty and our innate power. But your inner child is saying you can move more towards abundance by acknowledging the abundance that lives within you already. So let's take a look at your cards. Essence 64 with the wagtail. So again, this is like the essence of who you are. Foundation, yes, that fits with Saturn and Aries very well. Presence, yes. And look, abundance. I love it so much. Oh, okay. So the essence of who you are, I feel like this is telling a story. The essence of who you are is going to strengthen your foundation, because that's what Aries is teaching us, And with Scorpio here, um, Aries is in conjunct to Scorpio. Like, I think it's 150 degrees. So usually these energies would not necessarily mesh well. And so this is again kind of an energy of uncomfortable, of conflict, because Aries is directly across from Libra, and Libra is next to Scorpio, which makes these in conjunct, um, Aries and Scorpio. So what you're going to want to do is release any kind of energy of inner conflict. Let go of any inner conflict and come more into the essence and the beauty of who you are, and allow that to be your foundation. So that when you show up in places, you're showing up with presence. You're showing up with strength and in the abundance, with pig here, of who you are. And the pig is often, at least here in Germany, an omen of luck, an omen of opportunity. And they're also incredibly intelligent creatures, you know? So this is acknowledging your own intelligence, acknowledging your own ability, and allowing yourself to stand in the complete and utter presence of who you are. With Aries here in Scorpio, you're being asked to get clearer on who that is, get clear on who you are. So let's find out more about, the beauty. Let's pull the tarot and let the tarot tell us more about the beauty of who you are and the opportunities that are open to you as you discover this. So this is a card of abundance. Again, exemplar of stones. So you're wonderful. Look at this pierced shield tower. So with this pierced shield, I feel like some of you experienced something that really just hit you to the core. It shook you. It shook you in your boots. And now you're coming back into the power of who you are. You're releasing that experience. And with the Three of Pipes here, you're coming back to paradise, releasing that disappointment and that pain, and coming into ecstasy. I couldn't write it, I couldn't write it better than the guys. Look at them. They're calling on your warrior energy and saying, move forward. And that's Aries. Aries energy is moving forward. But with Saturn here, you can feel a little limited. Like, who am I? And often with Saturn in the first house, which is the house that Aries rules, the person can feel like they had to be an adult already as a child. Like they had different experiences as a child that called them to have to step into authority or responsibility at a really young age. So those of you with pile number 2, you may have had to be an adult already as a child and may have experienced a lot of difficult things, which you are coming out of now. Your shield may have been pierced, but you were not pierced. And it may have shook you, but there's an abundance in who you are. And as the sacred, peaceful warrior, you're able to soar and to move forward. And with the Lovers here, to come into ecstasy. But the Lovers is also a card of decision. So it's almost like you're being given the opportunity to make the decision. Like, will I allow this to continually manipulate me and manipulate my decisions and actions, the disappointment that I experience? Will I allow it to continually shake me to the core? Or will I give myself permission to come into the truth of who I am? Now, we still have a card here, so let's find out more. 7 of Bowls. Okay, I have to cover this up quickly because of the YouTube rules. But with the 7 of Bowls here, this is the 7 of Cups. Like, you have the 7 of Cups, to me, is like an energy of magic. Because in the traditional tarot, like you can see, oh, I don't have any more stickers to cover it up. That's problematic. Which I actually like as a message. Like there is no more opportunity for you to cover up who you are. So I'm just going to do it like this to be quick. So there are no more opportunities for you to cover up who you are. There's an abundance in who you are. And look, as you come into this abundance and this opportunity, there are happy relationships waiting for you. And look at this, Mother Water as a guide there with you, the dolphin there with you. And the dolphin is a symbol of playfulness. So you're releasing like this shock and coming more into an energy of love and playfulness. And some of you with the lovers here and the seven of bowls being displayed in this way are coming into romantic relationship. So this is like your inner child is basically saying, the more you get clear on who you are and you come into your self-confidence, you can open yourself up to loving relationships and loving relationship with yourself as well as, as well as with others. Your landscape here is changing. Yeah. So you're breaking out of your shell. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Yes. So there's an end to this cycle of being told what to do or feeling small. Your inner child is saying, my love, we are coming back into the energy of power. Surrender to the divine. Oh my goodness. These came out in pile number 1. Have faith in your dreams. So if you felt called to pile number 1, you can take a look at that as well. Have faith in your dreams. So the end of a tough cycle is coming, which also indicates that there was a tough cycle, just as, I read before. But understand that as this tough cycle ends and as, the flood waters recede, this is a time of healing. This is a time of nurturing yourself and surrendering to the divine and understanding what you want wants you to, but there is a divine timing connected to it. So continue to have faith in your dreams and don't give up on it. And as you have faith in your dreams, you will transform and what it is you're looking for can grow. Okay, we've got a couple more cards here. Take time to breathe out also came out in pile number 1. Again, as this tough cycle ends, it's going to be important for you to come into an energy of healing and giving yourself time to reflect so that you can integrate the wisdom that you won during this tough cycle and allow it to support you in coming into your self-confidence as well as into your abundance. You've got abundance a few times here. You're very close to achieving your goal, which also came out in pile number 1. Okay, so you're very close to achieving your goal. You need to have faith in your dreams. Understand that we, even as a collective, because this card comes out continually when I read, we as a collective are ending a tough cycle. And as we end this tough cycle, we have to understand that there's a bit of divine timing connected into how it crystallizes. But have faith in your dreams, especially those of you who are looking for partnership, whether it be romantic or business in the career space. Have faith in your dreams, but allow yourself also to take time to breathe out, to integrate the wisdom that you've gained, and understand that you're very close to achieving your goals. So what other positive message does your inner child have for you? Do not fear or doubt the new paths ahead with Baronia. Yes. So with this pierced shield here, you're making the decision to break free and to break free out of any kind of limited thinking, limited thoughts. Your uniqueness is always perfectly loving. So you're coming more into an energy of authenticity. Stand still for now and listen to your life. So this is take time to breathe out. You're coming more into your healing. You're healing your solar plexus, healing your self-confidence. This will all be worthwhile. So all, the tough cycle, the thing that you went through, if you're concerned about some of the things that are happening in the world right now, understand everything's meant to come together in a worthwhile way. You are worth what it is that you desire with Tulip. At the bottom of the deck, the sun shines brighter when you are here. With that, I agree, pile number 2. The sun shines brighter when you are here And I also agree that you are worth what it is that you desire. And your inner child is coming in and saying, we did it. We did it. I'm so proud of you. The tough cycle has ended. We are close to achieving our goal and we are not giving up. So your inner child is saying, release the difficult cycle. We're creating a new foundation that is based and rooted more in your uniqueness and authenticity. We're giving ourselves permission to take the risk of being authentic and being ourselves and releasing any kind of outside influence and manipulation that is not for our highest, greatest good. We're stepping into the paradise of who we are. And the more we accept who we are, we're bringing in that loving soul family. We're bringing in those loving romantic relationships. We're bringing in that loving client base that is for our highest and greatest good. That is your message from your inner child. You are stepping more into the self-confidence of who you are as a perfectly human as well as perfectly divine being. So, pile number 2, thank you for giving me the honor of reading for you and bringing in this beautiful message of triple abundance. If this reading was helpful to you in any way, then please like and leave a comment below and make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss a reading. And in the comments, let me know, if there's anything you want to share about coming into this new space of abundance, coming into your self-confidence. Let me know if this reading was helpful to you. For those of you who would like to do a birth chart reading with me or a progress chart or solar return, you can check the link below in the description to see how to set that up. I'm sending so much love and gratitude for you being here with me. Hello, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading from your inner child. Your inner child has a message for you. And as I was organizing the tea leaf deck, which I was planning to use, these 2 cards remained, when I was moving them, they remained sitting on the table. And I felt like these were the 2 cards that I was meant to pull. And because it happened at the very beginning, it felt like a general message for the collective. So these 2 cards are for you as well in your reading. Money will be coming to you as well as good fortune. And I love how this is raining down. And so my question to you, pile number 3, is, are you in your energy of receiving? Can you open up to this message of this abundance really and truly being for you? Because a lot of what we're talking about these days on social media and just even in general in the spiritual space is coming more deeply into our feminine power. But a feminine power is about receptivity. It's in German Empfängnis. It's about being able to receive. So are you able to receive this message of abundance? And are you able to open your heart and receive the good fortune and the abundance that the universe has for you? So let's find out more about what message your inner child has for you. We're going to start by pulling your oracle cards, and then later we'll pull some more tarot to clarify. So I want to make sure to shuffle these really, really well. Okay, we've got one jumping out, status. I'm feeling this one as well. Okay, at the bottom, we have generosity. So you may want to check out pile number 1 as well. Okay, so we're just going to put these here and continue to pull. Okay, these are spirit animal cards. So let's see. 3, and let's take this one. At the bottom, we have ibis with acceptance. Interesting, we have status and acceptance. And I just asked you, and you were the first pile that I asked, is can you receive this? And then the ibis comes as the basis with acceptance. So I feel like some of you are needing to accept your gifts and accept that you are an authority. So let's pull some moon cards. Let's let Mother Moon support us in this transition. Let's see. Is that it? Or no, I'll take these 2. Be bold and make the first move at the bottom. Interesting. So we have be bold and make the first move, status, and acceptance. So for me, it's like be bold and accept, the gift, the opportunity being offered to you. Okay. So let's take a look at these first. We'll start with your first card from Lord Ganesha. Inner knowing. Wow, inner knowing. So with acceptance, with some of the messages that are already coming through, to me, it's like you already have it. You already know. You've got this gift. So your inner child is saying, listen to your intuition. Listen to your heart. Come out of your head and move more from your heart space. Look at the mouse drinking from the water. It's like, the water tends to be like our inner world. And it's the inner world that's deeply connected to the all that is, right? So as you drink of your inner waters, you're not just drinking from your own waters, you're drinking from the all that is and the wisdom of the all that is. And so as you meditate and get silent, like Lord Ganesha here, you'll be able to really tap into that inner wisdom that is connected not just to your higher self, which is already a high vibrational energy, but also to the energy of, Mother Earth as well as the cosmos. So you already have an inner knowing, an inner wisdom. Let's see. So you've got status here with Jupiter and Taurus, and Jupiter in Pisces with seduction. Interesting that you've got double Jupiter here, because the Jupiter is a planet of luck and abundance. It's expansion. So there's going to be a lot of it, a lot of whatever it is. So with Taurus here, Taurus is an energy of self-sufficiency, being connected to your values, your financial as well as your inner values. So you are someone who has that inner knowing, who's connected to their values. With Jupiter in Pisces, I feel like there's, you're coming into an energy of getting more connected to the collective, to the all that is, this higher wisdom is available to you. And as you step into this higher wisdom, you can move more towards abundance, stepping more uh, into your inner wisdom. So let me find out what, Carolyn Smith and John Astrup intended with the message of seduction, because that could also be super interesting. Okay. Yeah, so you improve your life by championing the underdog and those less fortunate than themselves. So this is like a card of speaking up for others, and not being seduced or manipulated into only acting on behalf of, you know, those in authority or in a particular group, but instead allowing yourself to use the status you have to serve those who are considered to be the underdog or even the outcast. So it's like you've got some kind of inner wisdom, some kind of inner gift, and your inner child is saying you can use that gift to champion um, groups that are, kind of on the outskirts of society, and that there's an opportunity for you to step up into your knowing and your authority, as long as this knowing and this authority is rooted and grounded in love. Let's find out more. Oh my gosh. I just said the word grounded in love, and here we have the goat. The goat, number 5, with grounded. And the goat there, this is Capricorn energy, right? And Capricorn is about moving forward step by step and really being sure footed. It's less about the quantity and more about the quality, making sure that each step sits. Seahorse with love. This is exactly the message that came through before, grounding your steps and what it is that you do in love. And this may see you also playing a different role because, seahorses is actually the male that gets pregnant. So it may be not allowing yourself to be seduced by typical um, patterns and roles, but allowing something new and innovative to come through. Cycles with cicada. Ooh, white tiger with vision. So in your inner knowing, there's a new vision. There's something new that your inner child is saying. There's something new that's coming through. And you have the opportunity to really see yourself in a different light. And with cycles here, I feel like, you may have had different experiences in the past, but that cycle is ending and you're able to bring in something new, a new vision with the white tiger, with the number 65. So it's like chaos is ending and you have the opportunity to bring in a new vision. Okay, let's find out more about this new vision first with the tarot. Let's find out more about your authority first. Let's see, what is this status, this authority? At the bottom of the deck, see the Fool. So some of you, with the Fool card here being the first card in the tarot, you're taking that first step into a position of authority, a position of power. Let's find out more. Four of Arrows. So this would be like the Four of Swords. This would be like coming into an energy of peace. The Lovers. Okay. So the Lovers is about also a decision. It's not just about love. It's also a decision. Seven of Bowls. Again, this card I need to cover up because of the YouTube rules. Okay. So this is like counting your blessings. You're blessed and you're coming in more into an energy of pleasure and enjoying the natural gifts that you have and using those natural gifts in the way that your inner knowing really calls you to do so. So you're being moved into an energy of bliss here. So it could be that you have a vision and that you enjoy leadership and you're coming into this opportunity to lead and not allowing yourself to be seduced by any old and outdated forms of leadership that are more about control than they are about service and support. So your vision could even be a new way of leading and bringing pleasure and joy into the space of authority and into the space of leadership. So your inner child is calling you actually to come more into an energy of pleasure, an energy of love, an energy of joy, raising your vibration and allowing this new vision to come through, and it being a vision that actually incorporates these high vibrational energies that have to do with celebration, acknowledging your blessings, acknowledging the gifts. So I feel like with this status card, it's not just about your position in society, but also about how you see yourself, your position of how you see yourself and seeing yourself as that authority. This is a new beginning for you. So let's find out more about the vision. So we were finding out about you with status and leadership. So these cards are indicating that you're bringing in like this new form of celebration, this new form of bringing pleasure and joy and, peace into this space of authority and leadership where it might have been heavy in the future. And let's find out more about your vision. At the bottom of the deck is still the Fool with new beginnings. Look at her planting seeds. You're planting seeds here. Your vision is something new. Temperance. That's kind of like a card that also has to do with healing. And look at the rainbow colors. The rainbow is like the end of a tough cycle, which is a message that is continually coming through. Exemplar of Bowls. The Hangman, again, vision. Look at this. So once again, vision. And again, it's not just about your vision, but also look at her looking into the reflecting pool. It's also about how you see yourself. Okay, having a new vision of self, a new vision of your circumstances. Four of Bowls. So with the Four of Cups here, it's also about being willing to receive this new vision that is coming through your inner knowing, right? So with the Temperance here, this is going to be about you giving yourself permission to bring in the new ideas that you are gathering. So all of it might not yet be clear, but you're bringing in these new ideas. You're in a point of gathering these new ideas. Okay, so I had to charge the battery for a second. So let's bring these back into view. Okay. So I like how with the Four of Bowls, there's receiving. So you're gathering your ideas. You're bringing your ideas together. And there's a new vision. You're starting to see yourself in a different light. You're starting to see more of what it is that you have to offer. Okay, so let's take a look. You and your loved ones are safe. Emotions are running high. Okay, so there may be a bit of concern, but this reading, your inner child is talking about love coming through. So if you're financially concerned about your loved ones, or wherever that concern is, there's reassurance coming through from your inner child, coming through from your guides, and saying, um, trust and enjoy the blessings that are surrounding you. And as you ground your actions into love, for those of you who may be concerned about what's happening in the world right now, the best way to move forward is peace and grounding the actions that you choose to take in love, grounding them in love, trusting you and your loved ones are safe. Everything is working out for your highest and greatest good. And the more you ground yourself in this energy and release these energies and these thoughts of, fear, you can step more into an energy of abundance. So for those of you who are really concerned, there's a call here to step more into peace. Step more into peace, into your own inner peace and love, and have a vision of the world in the way that you would like to see it. There's great inspiration coming to you. So you may need to stop and kind of zoom out and give yourself permission to kind of see the bigger picture. And then as you zoom out and you see the bigger picture, you're grounding you're gathering ideas. Let's look at the story. With this card, you're grounding your ideas, you're gathering them, and then you're grounding them into love. With the goat here, you're taking each step, focusing on, going step by step and making sure that each step is grounded in love. And as you do so, you're going to start seeing yourself in a new way, and your vision is really going to start taking form. The more you move forward with this positive vision of your life, the more you can bring the love within you into a positive form. Surrender to the divine came out in all three piles. Take time to breathe out. This came out in all three piles, which gives me the impression that we as a collective, we may be waiting for our manifestation, but we're in a time where we're meant to heal and to take a deep breath, to allow ourselves to integrate the wisdom that we gained through the tough cycles that we just completed, and allow us to ground this wisdom onto the earth plane. So trust that the vision that you have for your life is meant to come through, but there's an element of divine timing connected to it. So you're meant to continue to move forward. What would be beneficial for you, pile number 3, I'm feeling for your inner child, is to really write down, have a clear vision for your life, and then believe in it 100%, possibly even read it on a daily basis. Make it 5 to 10 sentences, read it on a daily basis, and just allow that to begin to crystallize into form. Set your goal, move forward step by step, making sure to balance action with rest. Prosperity can be assured if you care well for tomorrow. So your inner child is saying one of the ways you can care well for tomorrow is through scripting, envisioning, write down those dreams, bring clarity in. Blushing bride, your intentions and heart deserve to be known. So you've got a vision, you've got an idea, and it deserves to be known. Okay. It's actually this seems like destiny. You're moving towards abundance. Daisy, believe and trust in happiness. Chrysanthemum, be here always with willing hands and heart. So there is generosity and abundance being offered to you. It's part of the divine whispers that are stirring in your heart. So be here willing to share your vision, be willing to share your gift, and trust, believe and trust in yourself. You're coming into a new vision of yourself, a new vision of the world you want to create around you. And if you care well for tomorrow, meaning trusting that you and your loved ones are safe, allowing yourself to come into that new status in how you see yourself, as well as in the position of authority, even as some of you will be taking a position of authority in an institution, while others of you will be taking up the position of authority within your life, and just allow your intentions and heart to be known by sharing your vision, trusting your inner knowing. So that is your message, pile number 3. Thank you for giving me the honor of reading for you. If you enjoyed this reading, then please be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment below. Let us know how things are going as you move towards your vision. And let me know how I can be supportive to you as you allow this vision to be seeded and to continue to grow. And if you would like a birth chart reading, the links are below to help you find out how we can work together. Thank you so much, pile number 3. Your inner child is calling you to see yourself in that higher light and to understand that your vision deserves to be known. Thanks, pile number 3. See you in the next reading.